In this video, I'm going to take you through a tour of the Santa Fe Hotel at Disneyland Paris, covering the reception, room, and facilities such as dining and luggage storage, and my overall thoughts on the hotel. Make sure you stay until the end of the video as I'll be sharing tips to make your Disney experience even better. Disney Hotel Santa Fe is a 2-star hotel based on-site at Disneyland Paris and is a budget-friendly option for those who wish to stay in a Disney hotel with benefits such as extra magic time, shopping service, and seeing Disney characters at the hotel. More about this later in the video. Location-wise, it is a 20-minute walk to the Disney parks. I really enjoyed the peaceful, scenic walk alongside the river to the lake. However, after a long day at the park, the walk is quite tiring. Disney has you covered though, as they have shuttles running throughout the day to and from the Disney parks. You can board the shuttle here by the hotel entrance. The shuttles are free, and it's only an 8-minute ride to the parks. According to the website, the shuttles run 7 days a week between 6:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every 15 minutes. I just really wish there was a timetable though, because on a few occasions we literally just missed the shuttle and just had to wait another 15 minutes. In terms of theming, the hotel has an American Southwest theme. The rooms are Cars themed as well, and you'll also see references dotted across the hotel, which is great for Cars fans. Here's the reception, and there's also a stage for Disney characters. We were lucky to see Mickey Mouse one evening at around 7:30 p.m. I think this is one of the great perks of the Disney hotels because you don't have to queue for a long time in the park to see characters like Mickey Mouse. The reception staff were also really friendly and helpful. Check-in when we went was from 3 p.m. and we arrived early. If the room isn't ready yet, that's not a problem, as they have a place for luggage storage and it's completely free. So you can just drop off your luggage and go straight into the parks, which is what we did. In terms of rooms, we stayed in the Cars standard room, which had 2 double beds. Every room was clean and I found the bed quite comfortable. We were on the ground floor, which I was concerned about initially, but actually it was very quiet, so we slept quite well. There's also a hairdryer and shampoo and body wash, so there's no need to bring your own. I think the rooms are quite simple and a little dated, but for the price I thought it was reasonable. There's no aircon though, but there is a ceiling fan. We went in November, so it wasn't a problem, and the room was just right in temperature. It was our first time at this hotel, and we were surprised by just how large it was. According to Wikipedia, there's 1,000 rooms, so don't lose that map they give you when you're checking in. Luckily, our room was a few minutes walk from the restaurant named La Cantina, and the reception and the shuttles. As I mentioned, the restaurant at the hotel is called La Cantina, and we were in the half-board package, so we tried the buffet breakfast. We really enjoyed the buffet breakfast, and there was a lot of options available. I like that they have the fresh fruit available, which is a nice change, since when we went to Walt Disney World in Orlando, buying just one orange was super expensive. We were running late one morning, and breakfast closes at 11, but thankfully they let us in even though it was 5 minutes before they closed, which was so great. Surprisingly, there was still plenty of choice available in terms of food. As we had the half-board option, we also tried the dinner buffet at La Cantina, and we were really impressed by the food options. It was delicious. The restaurant serves Tex-Mex inspired dishes. Here are some of the options that were available when we went. There's also a Starbucks at the hotel, which is super convenient. Don't forget that if you're a fan of the Starbucks Disney mugs, you can get them here too. This way, you don't have to carry them from the Disney Village. As with all the Disney hotels on site at Disneyland Paris, there is a shop selling Disney products in the hotel. We personally don't spend much time in the shop, but it's great if there's a souvenir that you wanted to buy last minute before departure. I also wanted to point out that there's no gym or swimming pool at this hotel. We didn't mind because we are often out and about after breakfast and we wouldn't have time to use these kind of facilities. In my opinion, this hotel offers good value if you want to stay at an on-site hotel to make the most of the extra magic hours, see Disney characters within the hotel, and use the Disney shopping service. Given the price point, and this one was the cheapest Disney hotel that was available when we booked, the rooms are pretty simple and a little dated, but they are clean. There's no aircon in the rooms and there's only a ceiling fan, so one to consider if you are going in the summer. We also selected the half-board option and liked that there was a buffet breakfast included with our package. And then you could select another meal, either lunch or dinner, as part of the half-board option, where you could eat at our hotel, within the parks, Disney Village, or other Disney hotels. Remember to check which restaurants are included in the meal plan before you add it, as in the past we found that not all the restaurants are included, so check the ones that you want to eat at are included to avoid disappointment. In summary, I thought it was worth it to stay at a hotel. It was the most affordable option of the Disney hotels when we booked. It's themed, on-site, clean, had great customer service, and a delicious buffet breakfast with lots of food options. So we were really happy with our stay here. I mentioned extra magic time earlier in the video, so I'm just going to go over what that is now. Extra magic time is one of the benefits of staying in the Disney hotels, as you can enter the parks before the official park opening times. From my experience of going over the years and on the official website, it mentions you get to gain exclusive access to parts of the park. When we went to Disneyland Park during extra magic time, for example, not all the areas were open. So Fantasyland was open, so we went on the Peter Pan ride, and a lot of the rides in Fantasyland had very short queue times. Be sure to check the Disneyland Paris app though, then you can see what's open. When we tried out extra magic time for Walt Disney Studios Park, we arrived at the opening time for extra magic time, and there was already a large queue outside the gates. We actually wanted to go on Crush's coaster, thinking that the queue time would be shorter during this period. But by the time we got through the gates and arrived outside the attraction, the queue time was already over an hour. Extra magic time is great for shorter queue times for certain attractions, and also to take photos without having lots of people in the background. Plus you get Mickey and friends greeting you from above at the Disneyland Railroad Main Street station as you enter. At least that's what we had when we went in November 2021. If you're wondering how to check extra magic time, you can check it here on the website. Now let's move on to tips for your Disney trip. Tip number 1. If you are staying at a Disney hotel, there is a shopping delivery service, so you can buy souvenirs when you're in the park and not have to carry them around. I think it's just so convenient. Just be aware that there is a minimum spend of €50 and you have to make the purchase before 3 p.m. to use the service. You can then pick up your souvenirs later on at your hotel shop or at Disney Village. Tip number 2. As I said before, it's a really big hotel and it's very spread out, so worth asking reception for directions on how to get to your room when you check in. Save you time trying to figure out that map. And here's a bonus tip for you. If you're at the parks waiting to go back to the Santa Fe Hotel and you don't know when the shuttle is arriving, or you don't want to wait, and you happen to see the bus going to Hotel Shan has arrived, you can take that bus. We did that multiple times, as Hotel Shan is based on the opposite side of the river to Disney Santa Fe, and there is only a short walk back to get to the Santa Fe Hotel. We personally preferred that to waiting. This is why I said it would be so great if Disney could just do timetables for the shuttles. I hope this video was useful, and thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments below. Which is your favorite hotel to stay at when in Disneyland Paris? Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.